I am ecstatic to be in a cabin. I really am. It means I can download everything off the cards, which are pretty much full. I can charge everything up, and I can sleep on a mattress, and I can look at a tiny little TV. I am at this place. Massive shout out to this place, massive. So I was aiming for the Big Four at Swan Hill, and Farmer Chris was on the phone a number of times this morning trying to work out where I was going to land a 5-meter kayak, and it seems there isn't anywhere to land a 5-meter kayak. A sit-on kayak you might be able to land at something called the 10 steps. A sit-in kayak, no, not really. So coming down the river, a few things happened. And my original plan was to come to this caravan park, but because I knew that my clothing's falling apart, because it's not designed to be out in the sun, it's thermal wear, it's falling apart, it's threadbare practically. I'm getting sunburnt on my shoulders, so the UV is getting through the clothing. So I made that decision to change to the Big Four, because just a couple of streets over from it there are shops where I can get some cheap sports clothing, hopefully long sleeved, to replace that. But hey ho, you know, it was a case of Pental Island has a massive boat ramp and fantastic people operating it, and the owners have asked me not to share too much, except to say that having listened to my story of what I was doing, instead of charging me anything at all, they've charged me nothing. So I've got 2 nights here. They just asked that what I would have paid in cabin fees, I put under their name into the fund, which of course I will do. And on top of that, the owner is going to drop me into Swan Hill tomorrow, so that I can do what I need to do regarding clothing and probably a bit stronger medication for my back, and some cream or something which is better protection for my face, because my chin is obviously catching the sun underneath the brim of the hat, and my lips are incredibly swollen. So I need to try and get something. I don't know, I've got the highest factor protection, and even with the, you know, I pull it down so it looks like a yashmak, still getting through. So they don't have a laundry here, so I'll be taking in what clothes I do want washing, and doing the washing. And tomorrow is my very first day off, and it is a much needed day off. I'm sort of at maximum capacity regarding my abilities. I'm at maximum capacity against some of the strong currents, doing 50 kilometers a day, and the from where I was yesterday, the mud hole, to here today, there's been some very strange currents on the corners. There's obviously a lot of debris down there, creating little mini whirlpools, and it's been a real challenging paddle. But I got here at 2:30, not having to do the extra 14 kilometers. So the original timing schedule and distance schedule remains the same. It's just given me a bit of an early chance to unwind, unpack, work out, you know, get my head right. You know, they try and do better with fresh water and electrolytes during the day, and also I need to get some of those energy bars. I think that's what I'll do, is go to the supermarket and get some energy bars, so that I'm not running out of steam mid-afternoon, and finding the rest of the day a huge challenge. So that's 2 weeks down, and 4 and a bit, 5 weeks to go. But I could not be in a nicer place. This place is absolute magic, and it's only 5 kilometers by car from Swan Hill. So highly recommend this. Just brilliant. Well, I spent my day incredibly productively. The park owner gave me a lift into Swan Hill this morning, where I got some new paddling kit, got some food, got some medical items for my skin and my desperately sore lips, and got some fruit. So I've bulked up today on carbohydrates, and now I'm about to have a gluten-free chicken soup for tea. Done all my washing. So good old Kmart. Not exactly, not exactly kayaking gear, but it's the only long sleeve thing I could get. A men's large and a women's pair of long-legged easy dry sports leggings. So that's my new kayaking kit. Sunbeaters. Chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul, isn't that how it goes? And I've spent this afternoon, so I got back about lunchtime, and I've spent this afternoon doing week 1 video, but I've only got 1 bar 4G, so I don't hold out any hope whatsoever that I'll be able to get it up online today. But it's done anyway. So I can wipe those videos, I can download what's left on the card that I'm using now, I can charge up that battery, and we're set to go. Carb stacking. So you can see the damage to my face from both wind and extreme temperatures, extreme sun. So particularly across here, down here, across the top of my lip, but more importantly this bit here. This bit here is so tight and sore, it's unbelievable. And of course my forearms are starting to peel now. This one, and I have an extreme burn on my wrist. So I went out today and I got some really super high factor sunscreen. So in relation to my cheapest chips other stuff from a supermarket, this is 3 times the price. And I got some really sensitive skin cream, but before I can use the sensitive skin cream I've got to use the repair cream on the sore areas and keep on using the lip balm. So I've been soaking it and soaking it and soaking it as much as I can. It's full on stuff, it smells quite nice. Not that I'm going to eat it. It's been really sore. I remember having exactly the same thing in Patagonia from wind damage on the motorbike. And I got some goop from, I don't know, the local juju man. I shouldn't laugh, it absolutely crucifies. And then put this stuff on my bottom lip. Ow. let me tell you, this lip is absolutely killing me, and on top of that, this takes the pain away for a short while. I haven't worked out where I am yet. I was supposed to be at Belsar Island. No idea where I am. We'll have to look a bit later on. My hands are cramping because of the constant this position. There was no big deal in that. You could still do things, can't you? Well, I can, except what I can't do when I get out of my kayaking kit, what I can't do is fasten my bra. Or hold things heavy. And today's gourmet deliciousness is Mexican chili with grass-fed beef. Oh, yum! Coffee is made. Dinner is cooking. Now, where are we? Naya Vinifera Park. So, we are actually just outside of Naya. There's a village caravan park, but it's a long way from the river. Right, now, we were supposed to be Belsar Island. As you can see, there have been considerable changes to the plan and scribblings. So it should have been at 1371. Oh, if I'd even just looked, Vinifera Forest Reserve. So I am actually at that outlet or inlet, whatever it was, which is at 1361. I don't know why I bother writing any of it down. I can't stick to it. The main reason why I can't stick to it is it just can't land. So this was the first opportunity to land relatively safely. It's not flat, it's very steep banks, but there's a water, maybe a regulator up there, I don't know, it's a channel, it's an overflow channel or whatever it is. It was just the easiest to be able to get up the bank because I've got to carry all of my kit up. I'll show you where the kayak is. Oh, maybe. Oh! So this is the camp on the corner of the river. As you can see, a big bend in the river, and there is Captain Yoda. So, time for tea, work out how far I'd like to go tomorrow and where I might actually end up tomorrow. See if I can highlight some stopping points, and then time is 5:30. Wow. I left this morning at 8:30. That's a lot of Ks. And still managed to get in daylight before the mozzies get out. Anyway, tea time! Managed to get a lunch spot. It's a bit early for me, but I was desperate for pay. So bit of a ridge, but it's good enough. But you can see the damage on the other side, and that's what I'm contending with most of the time, are those high banks and all the trees that are down. Welcome to Friday's edition of Tales from the Riverbank. Actually, it's Tales from the Mudbank, because yet again I've got no option but to land on mud. I have to say, sick to death of the mud along this river. Sorry I didn't get any footage yesterday. I landed on a sandbank and there was already someone there. So I didn't want to highlight the fact that I had camera equipment with me, and I didn't want to carry on to the next stop either. Hello everybody. Sorry about the aircon noise. There's no way to turn it down or up or anything. So I am at a campsite called at Boundary Bend, and this is a this was a planned stop. I'm sitting in the sort of the rec area. My tent's up next to a cabin and a swimming pool, not that I'll be going in, but it's sort of a rec area, and the site is full of, I'd say permanents, but I think they're more workers. So I think we're in a big agricultural area by the sheer number of pumps I've seen today taking water, and some massive pumps, really huge, just 10 rows of huge pipes drawing water. So we're in an agricultural bowl, I reckon. I'm not sure what they'd be planting, maybe almonds, maybe veggies, who knows, but there's a lot of South Pacific Islanders here, and the caravan park is right next to Roadhouse, which is absolutely fantastic, because I've just had the best grilled fish and chips I've ever had in my entire life. Unfortunately, their stock couldn't stretch to fizzy champers, so I've got a piccolo of yellowtail. Beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Wide bends slow me down. So I'm just trying to get some pain relief, or just some relief, full stop, on this incredibly sore lip. So I've resorted now to the Virax. My left hand is very weak. I've got a bit of numbness in it. And my collarbone, my left collarbone, has sort of been a source of constant trouble since a motorbike accident. And it's grinding now. It's disconnected, it's been disconnected for years. But it's grinding now. It's I just wonder if that's got something to do with the tingling and numbness in my left hand. I'm just hoping that after 8 hours in this boat, the little corner that looks like it's got a sandy beach on it has a sandy beach on it. So I'm using a number of paddle strokes. This paddle, this kind of blade, scooped blade, is designed to really be used like this, with a twisting action in the waist. But that will wear me out in no time. So where there's next to no flow here, the blade goes all the way in to get some momentum. So this is running up to a corner where the flow reduces and the flow speeds up as it hits the corner. When I'm in faster waters, I'm able to skirt the surface of the water just to keep the momentum, but to use less power and strength, which gives me a bit of a break. But at the moment, it's down, 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 down. Life of the paddler. Just told Farmer Chris there was nowhere to land, and this beauty was round the next corner. It's so rare that I get somewhere for lunch, but oh my god, this is perfect. I hope that I can get somewhere like this tonight. What is it he says? Catch the serenity. So this is... oh, this isn't anything because it's frozen. Oh, let me clean the phone. Alright, reload then. So I'm on apparently Belsar Island, right at the tip, opposite a number of homesteads. As you can hear, one of which, all of which, however many, are pumping water. Of course they are. On the menu this evening is Grass-fed lamb, mint and rosemary. Again, I've just got to catch up with some electrolytes. I'm going to take some painkillers as well, because my not the sunburn wrist, but the wrist in general is extremely sore, and my collarbone is rubbing, so I can only assume it's a paddling action, but it's pretty sore. So I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to take stock of where I am, and I'm going to look forward to staying in a cabin tomorrow in Robinvale. I was going to stay in Euston, but the lady who answered the phone, contrary to their information on their website, etc., the lady who answered the phone said no boat ramp here. So I take it there's no boat ramp then. So Robinvale Riverside Caravan Park, I think it is, have been extraordinarily helpful and are giving me the cabin right next to the boat ramp. Tomorrow will be a happy day, because I get to sleep in bed. Oh, much as I love my airbed. Said nobody ever.